Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Crypto Lessons. Hopefully you're doing well. In this video, we'll go through what Web 3.0 is, how cryptocurrency ideas fit into the present internet's progression, and what it implies for you as a user. Before we start our video, I would request all my new members to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an update. So, let's get started. Remember this. The information contained herein is for informational purposes only. Nothing herein shall be construed to be financial, legal, or tax advice. The only content of this video is solely the opinions of the speaker, who is not a licensed financial advisor or a registered investment advisor. Trading cryptocurrencies poses considerable risk of loss. The speaker does not guarantee any particular outcome. Instead, I'll offer you a broad definition of what the internet says. Web 1.0 is what a lot of people call Web 2.0. Then I'll describe this new phenomenon that many people are referring to as Web 3.0. But first, let's start with 1.0. A brief review of what the internet was like between 1991 and 2004. The internet was primarily made up of static pages, which meant that when you loaded them, they just displayed some content. There was no signing in, no interaction with content, and no reading of analytics. Hence it was dubbed read-only by some. Ads didn't even make up the majority of the early internet. It was mostly just one giant Wikipedia, with all the articles connected together. Web 2.0 is the era of targeted advertising and the erosion of consumer privacy. To be fair, we willingly gave up this privacy for cool apps like Facebook and Twitter. In Web 2.0, me and you, who could both view Facebook.com and see two very different news feeds because the page depended on who was viewing it, which is an important note for a difference in Web 3, which we'll discuss in a minute. The content on your feed is the company sorting data by information that you know that you gave them, like the likes and how much you watched a video. And if you want to learn more about what those big words mean, we have an entire video on the subject and what they're used for. There are no CEOs or presidents to impress those with the most tokens, that everyone gets a vote on how the company changes, that it's not limited by a government or some family tradition in Web 3.0, and that social networks like Facebook and Twitter will be uncensored. It cannot be shut down by a single controlling authority. Finally, one of the most significant aspects of Web 3.0 is that your digital identity is not completely separate from your real-world identity. These may be long-term thoughts from folks who think about Web 3.0, but what Web 3.0 really implies for us is that in the next decade, you might be able to buy Amazon gift cards using MetaMask and pay with Ethereum, or anonymously like one of your friend's posts using one of your hidden wallets. It's not going to be a slew of life-altering events all at once. It'll certainly be a sequence of ideas that evolve together until centralized corporations like Facebook and Google are dismantled by legislators and replaced by decentralized, unregulated DAOs. I'd like to talk about the internet as well. The Web3 Foundation is a new organization that promotes projects aimed at promoting internet decentralization. The blockchain Polkadot's test chain, and the Web3 Summit, which isn't a fair summary of what Web 3.0 is, but they do provide certain grants that have to do with supporting and using the Polkadot blockchain, are the two big efforts. So, it appears to me that the Polkadot team used the name Web3 as a brand to promote their own purpose. But that's not why you're watching this channel. It's to help you understand what I'm talking about. This would be similar to Facebook purchasing a Web 2.0 foundation and claiming to be the ones who started it. Facebook is a business, whereas 2.0 is a concept. In the same way that Polka is a blockchain and Web 3.0 is a concept. There are also concerns about anonymity and censorship. Nothing would be anonymous if the whole internet ran on Web 3 blockchain architecture and everything was irrevocably put into the blockchain. For some, this is good, but not for those who need to remain anonymous for their protection. You'll see that, like with many forms of decentralization, needless and frequently wasteful intermediaries are eliminated. Many web infrastructure protocols have produced utility tokens that dictate how the protocol runs, such as Filecoin, LifePeer, Arweave, and the Graph. Participants at all levels of the network are rewarded with these tokens. This is how even native blockchain technologies like Ethereum work. If a user chooses to use various dApps, their identity is smoothly transferred between them, allowing them to build up their reputation over time. Developers may already include self-sovereign identification into their apps using protocols and technologies like Ceramic and IDX to replace traditional authentication and identity layers. The Ethereum Foundation also has a working RFP for establishing a sign-in with Ethereum specification, which would assist in giving a more streamlined and documented manner to do this in the future. This is also a fantastic thread that discusses how this would improve typical authentication flows. How was the video? Please provide your feedback in the comments section below. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss an update. Press the bell icon to stay connected to our channel and enjoy meaningful content. I will meet you soon in a new video. Until then, stay happy and take care of yourself.